darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2026. Today I'm going to be playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Right now I am working on smelting some copper ore that I got from my last trip down into the mine. Not sure if I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna make this one last block of copper, and then we are going to start setting up, or start going back down in for the next one. After the first break, I will show you guys the storage facility that I've started construction on. So far I have, I think, 5, well, technically 10 levels, but 5 things of different material. Every 2 levels is made out of the material that level contains. With the exception of the top level, I have gravel and flint and dirt in it being stored in that level temporarily, of course. I just haven't figured out what flooring and ceiling material I'm going to use for the gravel, and as well as what stair material for the gravel, and what stair material to use for the dirt. I might hold off on the dirt until I've completed all of the floors and make the dirt the top floor, and maybe, I don't know, put a garden on top, because I like putting gardens on top of things. I do apologize if I'm not talking as much today. I'm just not in a really great mood. Aside from not getting a whole lot of sleep last night because my neighbor decided that they were gonna just blast music starting at around 3:55 in the afternoon, possibly even 3:30 in the afternoon, until almost 10 last night. Like 6-7 hours of just blasting music, and the only reprieve I got from the blasting music was when they were blasting Bob Marley's Don't Worry, which was actually delightful. But yeah, it was just not a great time. And of course, you know, I'm still waiting on my VA disability, my PTSD appeal to finalize, which is just taking its sweet time. You know, it is the VA, of course, but it's just irritating because I would really like to get the back pay for that PTSD appeal no later than May 12th, because that is the absolute latest that I can get the money so that I can place a Amazon order for some gear that I need for my mobile studio, as well as some materials I need for my I'm going to be running a D&D one-shot for my wife, my stepmom, and her husband. So, And with their permission, I might even try and record it and, you know, put it up as content on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. I might stream it here. I don't know. If I do stream it here, I wonder what the rules are about that. I know you're not supposed to restream someone else's content. You know, and mark it as a live stream, but what if you're just streaming your own content? Obviously not as a live stream. It would I mean, it would be live streamed, but it would not be. I would literally just set it and let it run until the video is over. I might sit here and, you know, watch it with you guys, but face cam would not be there. It would just be straight up the content with maybe some setup. You know, like, hey guys, I recorded that might be the thing that gets me around the rule about not live streaming pre-recorded content. You know, if I do live stream the introduction of the content. You know, explain to you guys, you know, set up the content for you guys to watch. Maybe I'll make it subscriber only so that, you know, you have to be a subscriber to actually get to watch the live stream of that content. I don't know. Just food for thought. Also, I just had an idea, and this thought just came to me, like, just this second. I know there's a lot of people that do live plays of D&D content, but usually they're in studios doing those live plays, or, you know, they're in a room in their house or something. What about doing live play videos, live play D&D videos of D&D one-shots from different locations? You know, like, travel around and, you know, go to various hobby shops around the country and run a one shot from, you know, hey guys, we're gonna be at this particular store on this date. If you would like to participate, and just have like a rotate, instead of, you know, the same cast, the same story over multiple episodes, do like a cross between a D&D live play YouTube channel and a travel vlog channel. A D&D live play travel vlog. I don't think anyone's done that. Usually it's, oh, it's a travel vlog. Oh, it's a D&D live play video. Okay, cool. but a D&D live play travel vlog where I travel to various locations and run D&D campaigns. You know, like next week on Macromaster's travel vlog, we'll be going to the Grand Canyon and playing D&D in the Grand Canyon. Or next month on Macromaster's travel vlog, we'll be climbing to the top of Mount Rainier and playing D&D. You know, like D&D, but in extreme locations. That would be... I don't think anyone has ever done something like that, where it's D&D, but in extreme locations. Uh-oh. I'm out of torches. Alright, we'll just have to swap over to creative for a second. Grab another stack of torches. This is like the only time I really ever switch over to creative mode, is just to get more torches. Or if I'm building something and I don't want to have to stop the build halfway through because I ran out of materials and have to go run and get more materials. I am also considering, one thing that I have done in the past is I've put up a giant obsidian wall around my compound, and then starting from the top of that wall down to the bottom, created like a wall of lava as a security feature. So I've been considering doing that for this compound as well. Or I might build a whole new compound with all new buildings. Flatten out an area and build the compound. Put up the lava security wall. Maybe add a security, or an escape tunnel or something. An escape tram. Maybe even connect it to my at least as far as this Minecraft world is concerned, my global above ground underwater tram system. I mean, I already have my underwater base. Why not do a I just had an even better idea. Build an entire volcano, including lava. And then down at the bottom of the magma chamber for the volcano, build a under lava base. Like a classic Bond villain volcano hideout. connect it to my global tram system. That sounds like fun. Alright, let me go ahead and finish this. Set up for the next little segment. And then we'll take a quick 5-minute break, run some ads. When I come back from the break, we will finish up this layer and switch over to the other side. Because this is the final layer of this of room 15, I think this is. Yeah, I think this is room 15 of this side. And so I'll finish this up and then I'll switch over to the other side. Because that's what I've been doing lately, is finishing up a room on one side, hopping over to the other side, doing the next room, and then trying to keep it even so that, okay, this is room 15, so the other side I'll start on room 15. Actually, I think on the other side I'll be starting on room 16, and then when room 16 on the other side's done, I'll swap back over to this side and do room 16 on this side. So, anyway, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. When I come back from the break, we'll have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we'll keep going. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Just reading pair of each. Go-to podcast was back in the day. I mean, I have like the first, I want to say 5 or 6 volumes of Chibi Vampire because of Manga Pulse. They recommended it, so I bought a couple of the first. My livestock paddock lit at night. And of course the livestock paddock itself, which is a huge feature. If I end up putting a exhaust tower right here at the corner, I will be laughing if that's what ends up happening. So, Retail World of Warcraft, Classic World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Star Wars The Old Republic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and Dungeons & Dragons Online. I've got like the scripts written for the first 2 episodes of each of those. I'm still tweaking things with. Perfect. Okay. was thinking I could get away with not turning on the fan, but it's still pretty hot, so there we go. We will be able to get me a new car of my own so that I can get around town, and because our car's fixed. It was severely damaged. The backup camera was hanging. The camera itself had more crystal. Want to be able to get to the villages to trade with the villagers, and of course loot their places and get supplies that I need. Alrighty, we are back from the break. Quick word from sponsor before we keep going. Today's sponsor is, of course, W Energy. W Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics, organically derived from coffee cherries. No artificial dyes, colors, fillers, or sugar. Just good, clean energy with lots of really great flavors. The flavor I'm drinking today is Cherry Limer. It is a cherry limeade flavor, similar to what you would get at Sonic, but better. If you want to try some for yourself, just head over to dubby.gg. That's dubby.gg. Use promo code MACRO1. That's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that I guarantee you're going to love. Quick serving suggestion: add a little bit of honey. Helps stabilize the powder in the water. Adds really great flavor. And I personally like adding some matcha powder to mine. Add some antioxidants that Dubby just doesn't have. A smidge more caffeine. And matcha powder is great for helping with blood sugar regulation. So again, that's dubby.gg. Promo code MACRO1 at checkout for 10% off your order. Oh, man. That's good stuff. Oh. If I could, I would drink that exclusively. I would forgo drinking water and just drink Dubby all day, every day. But I like sleep. All right, back to the game. Okay, we're just going to finish up this side. And we're going to head over to the other side. More do I thought I had. Weird. I thought that this was gonna break through to the last section, but I guess not. Ugh. But yeah, so PTSD claim I'm waiting on. We're waiting on our tax refund. Wife was told that it would take about 3 weeks for the tax refund to come in. We are now in week 3, so it should be any day now. Oops. Normally I put down a marker or something, or I don't cut down the entirety, just to make sure that the torches are properly located. I guess for the gravel, I could use straight stone stairs. Don't know what material I would use for the stairs for the dirt, though. Because as far as I know, there aren't dirt stairs. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. See, this is what I normally do. I leave that last little bit before I put up the torches so that the torches are properly aligned with each other. Just clean this up. Add the torches. I'm going to go to the front of this room. Make sure I have the room numbering correct. Then I'm going to head back to the back of this room. Put up the sign. How is it? Somehow these torches keep disappearing on me. Oh, I didn't even put up the opening sign for this room. All right. Here we go. I like the hanging signs. They look nicer. Head to the center. That's what those extra torches along the center are for, is so you don't lose your way. Alright, so room 15. So the next room for this side will be room 16. I started numbering them because I wanted to make sure that I was doing the, back and forth from side to side, doing the correct number of rooms for each side, keeping it all even and everything, and I got tired of having to manually count. So that's why I put up the hanging signs. Takes a while now. Now that I'm 15, only 15 rooms in, I'm literally almost on the other side of my map from my base. If you look on the map that I'm holding in my offhand, my base is in that little area in the upper right-hand corner. But look where I am right now. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll head back up to the surface. Offload what I've collected so far. And then we'll come back down to start the next side. Okay, what number room are we on? Whew. We're only halfway back to the switch track. That's crazy, man. Ooh. I just had an idea. Especially for these rooms that are under the water. Go to the center pillar and create a water elevator that would allow me to escape from my mine quickly. Or do bamboo scaffolding all the way up to the surface, and on the surface have like a little island at each one of those things with a boat. And then down at the bottom of where the escape tunnel back up to the surface meets the bottom of the ocean floor, rig up some explosives so that, once I get to the top, I can just hit a switch and collapse the escape tunnel, and also flood the tunnel itself. Okay, just organizing things. There we go. Darn it, I forgot to put my phone on silent. Oh, that's right. I was gonna show you guys my storage facility. So far we've got 5 layers. 2 floors per layer. So 10 total floors. With more floors planned. And each layer stores the material that layer is made out of. So right here, the layer is made out of cobblestone. So what do I store here? Cobblestone. And from here, all around the outside perimeter of this floor, all the way to here, all these boxes along the outer wall are filled. We've got all these boxes, all of these boxes, plus all of these boxes left to fill. I unfortunately was not paying much attention when I first started building the storage facility, so the these doorways are not, and the staircases are not consistently along the same wall until you get up. I think here's where things started getting I started getting consistent. There we go. So this is the andesite. Then the next one up is made out of sandstone because I started off with sand. This also contains the gravel, the flint, and the dirt. For now. I might eventually add hanging signs or wall signs just to make sure that I know what is contained in each level, or at the very least so that guests can understand what each level is supposed to contain, so you don't have visitors coming in and putting all sorts of junk in the storage box, these chests, on the wrong floor. I might even make, when I go to make that top floor where the roof is made out of dirt and is extra thick to accommodate for the water for the garden, I might add, I don't know. I might make the walls of that final layer out of a combination of all the different types of materials. Alright. Keeping things nice and even. Okay, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, run one more set of ads. When I come back, we'll head back down into the mine and get set up for next week. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. there's another area to be cleared. So, when I'm hyper focused, it doesn't mean I'm not paying attention to you guys. I do try and keep an eye on chat. And hopefully my new setup, when I get it, will help. I don't think there's anything really that says I can't make a campfire with charcoal. I mean, you can make torches with charcoal. Buckets available before I go, just to make sure that when I go, I'm not wasting my time or my money to go see the movie for a second time just to find out that they don't have the bucket, in order to get the bucket, just to find out that they don't have the bucket. Which sucked. It really does suck. Alright. Hey, some copper ore. That'll be nice to have for later. Especially now that copper can be used to make stuff other than... I mean, and if somebody were to be... Oops. If somebody were to be visiting, I could just tell them, just if you get lost in the mine, look for the central columns with the extra torches. If I really wanted to get fancy, what I would do is start do one more and then start planning for the placement of not only the next powered... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I just need to change out the cobblestone for the gold. There we go. This way, I can get in and out of there much more easily. And the consistency of it also is an issue. I want to make sure that the look is consistent across all of my tram system. Annoying. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna have to take care of that issue later. this side is mostly underwater. The other side is mostly under rock, so under stone, so we don't have to worry about. Alrighty, we are back from the break. Let's go ahead and head back down into the. No, let's lay down in the bed, sleep through the night. Because apparently, if you don't sleep through the night, weird things start to happen. So I'm just going to head back down and start setting up for the next one. Here we go. At least the minecart sound is playing this time. Earlier, because I like playing Minecraft when I've got nothing better to do. And earlier it was playing just the running sound effect, not the minecart sound effect. If you listen close, you can hear the running sound effect is also still playing. Despite the fact that, as you can plainly see, my guy is sitting in the minecart. So I've already flipped the switch for the track to go in this direction. Oh, man. My head is starting to hurt. Oh. And I'm tired. So. Oh, sorry. The motor base on my mixer cup here kicks up electronic interference on the microphone if it's too close. So that's why when I do the ad reads, I tend to not use the motor base and instead just shake the bottle, which is also effective, but I like this mixer cup with the motor base. It makes things a little easier. Now, on this side, I am completely off the map. At this point, I don't even know what's on the surface. At least on the other side, I can see, okay, I'm under the water, now I'm under the ice. But on this side, I have no idea what's up there. Alright, room 10. Room 11. I think 2 more rooms, maybe 3. We'll see what happens. Okay, so yeah, we'll be starting room 16 on this side. Get the first section constructed. Alright. And then once I get this done, we'll call it a day. Still putting down these water retention walls just in case I accidentally mine my way into a water feature. Almost there. Put up the torches for the center column. Get the water retention wall set up for the next section. Alright. I'm going to call it there for today. I want to thank y'all for joining me. You've been awesome. I will be back on tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time playing some Magic the Gathering Arena, continuing to climb the standard rank play ladder. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, peace out, stay frosty, have a great day, and please stick around for the raid. It does, in fact, help out not only the channel I raid out to, but mine as well. So, till tomorrow, peace.
And this is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.